For Jerry and Marina Lusink of Sundre, Alberta, having fun with family and friends is a very important part of their lives. Jerry has many fond memories of enjoying the pond on the farm where he grew up, so he decided to take things one step further and build his own on-farm pond for swimming.
It's great to have it on a hot day. We've utilized it many times on weekends with family and friends that come camping. And it can also be used for some skating in the winter.
The pond measures about 90 feet long by 70 feet wide and is 14 feet deep in the deep end when it's completely full. The original pond digging job turned out to be a Lusink family project.
My brother had a construction company and he had a track hoe that I was able to utilize, and I dug it myself with the track hoe. And another brother had a small cat that he used on the farm, and he came over and spread all the material, the soil and the dirt around for me, and of course then we seeded some grass.
The first couple of years they used the pond without a liner, which worked well on their clay soil base for a while. But then the weeds started showing up, so they put in a 30mm polypropylene liner, which is just over an inch thick. The liner came in a very large roll, so just unrolling it was quite a chore.
We needed a good crew of about 15 people to pull it up the sides and then pin it in place until I could get the big rocks in there and to hold it there.
Not only do the rocks serve a practical function, they also gave Jerry the idea to make the border around the pond look somewhat like a wharf.
Like I say, the rocks are partly for looks and partly to hold the liner down, and it just, like I say, it evolved, and I had these posts, and I got the idea to put them in around here with the rope, and yeah, just they come in handy to put my little decorations and solar lights on.
Of course, for any type of pond, it's important to properly manage the water quality. Lusink originally had significant algae issues, but he did some research and found ways to deal with the problem.
Chlorine is one thing that can really help. Most pools use chlorine, and so I tried using powdered chlorine, which worked really well. I actually just broadcast it on the water. Some of it sinks to the bottom and kills the algae there. Some of it dissolves in the water. And then I also have bottles of chlorine pucks, about a dozen bottles hanging off this rope right above the aerator. So it disperses a little bit of chlorine on a steady basis, and that helps to maintain the water from gaining a lot of algae.
He uses algicide in the pond as another tool for controlling algae, along with the solar-powered aeration system.
That makes the bubbles. And it's very important to have aeration in a pond like this. It helps to maintain it and keep it fresh, helps to control algae. So, and I have it on a just battery. The solar panel keeps the battery charged, and then I have it on a number of intervals. It's 8 to 10 intervals during the day for a half hour to 45 minutes, and that should be more than sufficient for a pond of this size.
With this pump, Jerry drains and cleans out the pond about every 3 years. He then uses it to refill the pond from an underground water tank just outside the pond.
I can also use it to circulate water in the pond. It doubles as a pump for my suction hose. The hose, I built myself a sweeper, almost like a vacuum, that I can go into the bottom of the pond and suck sediment, leaves, and other debris off of the bottom to help keep it clean. And the less organic material you have in the pond, the less algae problems you're going to have, and the cleaner and more pleasant it's going to be to swim in.
Once he had things running smoothly in the pond itself, he also wanted to find ways to enjoy the area outside the pond.
I built a nice patio in front here with a dock that people can walk down into the pond, nice and easy, and we have the deck here that doubles as a bit of a dance floor in the evening. Got solar lights all around, so it's a very pleasant place to stand or sit in the evening.
When visitors start looking for other fun activities outside of the pond, Jerry is well prepared with facilities and equipment for a wide variety of interests.
We love to play volleyball here with different family and friends. I've got horseshoe pits. We have a tetherball. The kids love to play with that, and lots of room for bocce ball, which is a pretty popular summer game. And some tossing, and we'll even set up a little pitching practice here for those that like to golf.
He was determined that all ages would enjoy themselves here, so he put in what has become a very popular sandbox.
The kids love that, and I've got lots of nieces and nephews, 40 to be exact, and 5 grandchildren myself. So when they come, the little ones just love that.
Lusink estimates his total cost of putting in the swimming pond and resort at close to $15,000, which was a good investment considering all the fun that it's created.